With Monster Hunter Wilds coming out incredibly soon, I thought I'd do a video where I'm going to talk about some of the monsters I really hope to see in Monster Hunter Wilds. So let's get into it. Now, I haven't actually ever fought this monster before, but I've seen enough gameplay of it to know that it's just so amazing, and also just the way it looks. But I feel like Wilds would do really good to bring in some more frontier monsters, and I specifically would really like Akura Vashimu. I think that's how you say it. I'm not 100%, correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. I love the fact that it's a scorpion. Like, it uses the normal Carapacion skeleton, but the fact that it's a scorpion, we don't have a scorpion, as far as I'm aware, in the mainline series of Monster Hunter. So I feel like it would be, or they could do a new one, but I feel like he would be perfect for it. And it would bring a new effect, crystallization, because Akura Vashimu uses crystallization, because it has that giant crystal in it and can crystallize you. So it would bring in a whole entire new effect, which would then open the door to heaps more monsters having this new effect. Like, you know, they could do other monsters, like crystal versions of monsters, like, you know. And I just think it would be really fun. And the main thing is that it's a scorpion, because obviously it uses a Carapacion skeleton, which is normally crabs and those sorts of monsters, but we haven't had a skeleton, we haven't had a scorpion. And I just feel like it would fit right into the mainline series, and it's just something we haven't fought before, so it would be perfect, honestly. Malfestio. Oh god, I love Malfestio. I mean, his effect is incredibly annoying, but that's also why I love him. So I feel like he would be a really nice fit for Wilds, especially, again, similar thing going on here, but with his effect, like his unique effect, the confusion. I really love that because, well, it's confusing, and it's fun to have an effect that actually makes your controls go weird. So for people that don't know, Malfestio has an effect that's called confusion, and basically when you get affected by it, your controls are backwards. So if you're trying to turn left, you would actually turn right. If you try and turn right, you'd turn left, etc, etc. So your controls are backwards, and I actually find that really unique and quite cool, because no other monster, as far as I'm aware, has an effect like that. And I just feel like it would be perfect to bring into Wilds. And the fact that it is a bird wyvern, you know, basic bird wyvern, but it's an owl. Owls are just cool. Like, it looks cool. It has awesome effects. It looks nice, and I really just want to see it in the newer gen. I mean, it is a 4th gen monster, so it's not super old, but I want to see it in HD, and I just feel like it would be really nice to see Malfestio again. I really want this monster back, Ukanlos. Mainly, there's a few things, I'll go through them. First one is, it's not an Elder Dragon, but it has like the strength of an Elder Dragon. And I believe I heard that in Wilds they're trying not to focus too hard on Elder Dragons. So honestly, it would be a perfect fit. Now, I'm not sure if they would put it into base game or title update or the DLC. That's the one thing, I'm not too sure, but I would really love to see him. Last time I fought him was in GU, I think. Is he in GU? I can't remember, but I first fought him in Monster Hunter Freedom Unite, and god, I love him. He was really strong. Like, I struggled with him a bunch back then, but I loved him. And there's this, I feel like they could really do a lot to him, especially with the sort of open world way that Wilds is. Like, imagine, you know, you're walking through the icy fields or something, and you go to like this top area, and then there's this Ukanlos sitting there or something. Like, to me, that is insane. I feel like that would be amazing. And they can do so much to him, especially with not being an Elder Dragon. And also, by the way, you can't capture him. He's not an Elder Dragon, but you can't capture him because he's too big. But he's just, it would just be really nice to see him again. And pretty much the same thing here, Akantor. I was going to put them in one thing together, but I thought I'll separate them. So Akantor is the same sort of thing again, except Ukanlos is ice, Akantor is like fire, lava. So it could be pretty much the same thing, like, you know, put him into like the oil well basin or something, have him up there, be the big, well, not the big bad, because we've got new Udra, I think it's called, but it would just be really nice to have. And Akantor is really amazing. Same with Ukanlos, they're both just such amazing monsters. I really love both of their fights, and that was back in 2nd gen. Like, that's the fight I remember them most in. So imagine them in 6th gen. The fights could actually be so damn insane. One annoying thing with Akantor as well is he actually does defense down. So if you're fighting him, I can't remember which moves do defense down, but he does do defense down, so that can actually be quite annoying, and that would be fun because it's annoying. I just feel like Akantor and Ukanlos should just be added in for the fact that they're not Elder Dragons. They are massive strong standard monsters, and they haven't been in a game for a minute. I think both of their last game was Generations Ultimate, which, you know, you might say, you know, it's sort of recent, But when you think about it, GU came out in what, 2018, so it's actually been 7 years since they're in a game. So I think Akantor and Ukanlos are due to be put into a Monster Hunter game again. Now I'm sure this is the one you've all been waiting for, Lagiacrus. I honestly don't see Lagiacrus not being added to Wilds. I would genuinely, like seriously, I would actually be surprised if he isn't in Wilds. The main reasoning behind that is just the fact that they tried to add him into World, but they couldn't get it to work. But then they've managed to fix the skeleton issues that they had in World. Genuinely don't see a reason for them not to add him into Wilds. I understand there isn't underwater combat, and a lot of people are a bit iffy with that, and they don't really want Lagiacrus in the games because of no underwater combat. The way that they're doing with the water fight with Uthduna, if you've seen the fight with Uthduna goes underwater a bunch, and it's still a really cool fight. So I feel like they could just do the same with Lagiacrus, the same sort of thing. So I'll genuinely be so surprised if he isn't in Wilds, especially because he literally, what did he rank? #1 in the poll, wasn't it? I can't remember if it was #1 or #2. Okay, #3, close enough. Still, within the top 3, that's pretty insane. I'll be genuinely, as I said, so shocked if he's not in. And I mean, they had him in GU as well, and he didn't go underwater there. I know a lot of people were saying like a lot of people didn't like his fight in GU because there isn't any water aspect to it. But I mean, do we want Lagiacrus or not? Because they're probably not going to do water combat again. They might in the future, but probably not. So we're either going to have him out of water or not at all. So those are the choices. I think just have him out of water, do what our new Uthduna does in Wilds, and he'll be a hybrid. You know, he does some attacks in the water, and then he comes out of the water, fights you, etc. I think he would genuinely be a perfect fit. Yeah, it's not full underwater, but it's good enough, sort of. Gammoth, the big mammoth. Now, I would really love Gammoth in Wilds. It would be a perfect fit, especially with the maps being quite a bit larger. And I know like one of the big issues they have with Gammoth is Gammoth's size, but I mean, I'm pretty sure I've seen bigger monsters in Wilds already, like the Ice Shard Cliffs Apex, even the Oil Well Basin Apex is bigger. Like, they're all quite large, so I feel like they really could add Gammoth in. I've seen a lot of people asking for Gammoth as well, and honestly, I would really love Gammoth in as well. Last time I fought her was obviously in GU, and she hasn't been in a game since then. It's a cool monster because we haven't had like an elephant mammoth type monster before, so it's quite unique in that sense, and I love how massive it is. It's just really cool. And as I said, I genuinely think it could really fit into Wilds, especially like, yeah, because they had the size issues, but I mean, Wilds maps are quite large now, and with the amount of detail they're putting into the games, I feel like they could easily put it into Wilds. I mean, yeah, they'll probably have to tweak some things here and there. I really hope that if they do put it into Wilds, they just please don't make it smaller. I don't want to fight Gammoth that's like half the size, because it's not really Gammoth anymore, is it? Maybe like they could do a Gammoth variant, or like a subspecies, which is like, you know, a smaller version or something, if they had to do that. The amount of room we have in Wilds and the size of some of the monsters we've already seen, it's just add Gammoth in. I just want Gammoth. I just want a lot of the monsters I haven't fought for a while, pretty much. And there we go, guys. So that's going to be the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. And yeah, I'm planning on doing a couple more similar videos to this. I'm not too sure when they'll come out, if they'll come out, because I haven't recorded them yet. But I'll be sure to let you know when I do that. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. See you then.